holy me, this game is busted. And that's what a lot of you guys are gonna think after you see the latest glitch that has appeared from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. This is more commonly right now known as the Dead Man glitch, the Dead State glitch, the Cross Assault glitch, and many others. But essentially it allows another character to pop on the screen at the exact same time. This is actually really similar to some unique supers that took place in the original Marvel vs. Capcom, where you can tag in both of your unique characters at the same time and control them on the screen at once. It actually handles fairly similar as well, which is really funny. But the big question on everyone's mind right now is this game breaking? Is this going to ruin Marvel 3 as we know it with this specific glitch? So let's take a look at what it actually does and how you get to it in order to figure out if this is something that's actually possible in real matches. First up, let's talk about how this thing actually works. If you attack a character and they're blocking and they have very little health left and you actually go into a move that has multiple hits and the chip damage will actually kill them, as soon as they enter their death animation, most of the time, many characters will actually pop out and just hit the ground. This is what happens with most moves. However, there's this post-damage glitch that actually allows some characters to engage in multiple hits even after they're KO'd, which is what exactly is required for this glitch to take place. A real good example of this and how to use it is like Nova and Super Scroll with their giant flame orb supers. These things hit multiple times, and if you chip somebody out with it, chances are they'll be able to do multiple hits even after they're dead, putting them into an off-the-ground state which you can actually juggle. Now let's use Nova as a quick example because his is fairly easy to do. You get them into a block state really quick, and then you do your super, and as soon as the super's completed, you have to mash on the buttons. You have to multiply press the buttons to extend the damage, and this is what usually guarantees the fact that they'll juggle out. I have run into some pretty weird things where certain characters of the cast just don't work between like Deadpool, even Nova, and others. I'm not too sure if I'm doing something wrong, but it seems to only work on a select member of the cast. After this happens, they're going to drop to the ground, use your off-the-ground attack to pick them back up, and you're going to need to perform a snapback on assist number 2. Now you have to time this snapback with immediately as the other character is coming in, and I don't mean like right before or right after. You'll clearly understand like why this doesn't work and the other character will not pop out. You have to be perfect and meticulous with this timing, which is what makes this glitch really hard to do. I'm not kidding you, I think this is almost literally one frame out of like 60 that you have to hit in order to make this possible. But once you hit it, bam, the character pops in along with the other assist character right behind them. But, oh, wait a minute, they jumped out. Yeah, there's actually another parameter behind this. The characters actually have to be holding forward or back. They can't be in a neutral state. If they're in a neutral state, the opposing character that pops in will actually jump immediately back out. So, the best way to do this is to set it on record and then automate it yourself by either moving them forward or back, or taking control otherwise and just recording your actions. Now there's going to be a ton of stuff, a literal ton of things that come as a result of this. Some of the bigger ones are the fact that if you are the person controlling the team that has two characters out at the same time, and you activate any of like Orb Supers or Astral Vision or Kitty Cat Helper or anything that's like an assistance tool, that will stay out permanently. It's pretty shocking. However, in any other case, this actually is kind of bad for the opposing person who gets snapped with both characters because you're in a situation where you can get easily happy birthdayed, and in many other situations you can actually force the other character out by neutraling really quick. Now it doesn't have to be Nova or Super Scroll to engage this glitch. Other characters with multiple hitting normal attacks and stuff like that can actually do this as long as you have something to back you up. I've seen Zero do it with like Phoenix Assist so far because of his multiple hitting super or his multiple hitting ground like standing heavy. Hits like 3 or 4 times after and they time the assist immediately as it comes out. So it's possible with other characters, but what is the issue here is the practicality. This isn't something like the DHC glitch or even the Quicksilver glitch from the original game, which was very powerful with Dante. You have something that you literally have to have a very specific situation for, killing one character, only having 2 other characters on the other team, chipping the person out, and only works on, from what I can understand, a few members of the cast, probably a majority, but it doesn't work on everybody. And even if you get to this situation, you now have to land like a 1 in 60th frame like link between your snapback. You have to perfectly time that thing. And sure, some dudes will get that, but is it exactly worth it? You know what I mean? Is this going to be worth it in the long run for myself when they have 2 characters coming in? And it's a forced happy birthday situation, sure, but you're putting a pretty freaking big risk on like spending your meter on this and hoping it lands, and if it doesn't land, they come immediately in and just hit you in the head. It almost seems too risky, and a lot of folks are immediately going on to the fact that is it game breaking? It looks game breaking. Well, it did to me too, and then I actually went into training mode and tried it, and it takes quite a while to actually get decent at this, to actually understand the timing. I wouldn't be too worried about it now, guys, and even worry too much, especially in an online environment. There's a very, very, very slim chance dudes are going to land this, and they better have a very unique setup if they do land it. And even if other cases come to like competitive play, turns out it's already been banned at EVO. So let me know some of the crazy things you guys have run into using this glitch. It's actually, in my opinion, fairly similar to the Morrigan, Astral Vision, and Strider's super glitch, where they swap sides of the screen, and you get some really unique animations and glitches that happen as a result. And there's some pretty funny things that happen with this, but don't worry too much right now. It's pretty freaking hard to do, but it does lead to quite a spectacle. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.